Hi guys, welcome to another Art Snacks Plus unboxing and review. This is the month of March 2020 and I'm Jess. Thanks for stopping in. Let's take a look. Alright, Art Snacks Plus is going to come in this really cool bag, at least so far, and I love it. I talk about it every month. It's a Ziploc padded little pouch. I've found all kinds of uses for these outside of my Art Snacks Plus, so it's a bonus. Let's get everything out. And we have the Plus menu comes on this big card, and it tells me that the Grumbacher cold press watercolor pad is going to be the first item that comes with the Plus box. You get 12 sheets of 140-pound GSM with pretty heavy texture on there, so this will be fun to try. We also get, as part of the Plus, the Velvet Touch Princeton. I've got a number 8 round. This is such a great feeling brush. I absolutely love the last one I got. I think I've got one of these in a size 6 previously, and such a fan of not only this Velvet Touch, which is just the way this wood feels very silky, but how well this brush holds pigment and water. I was very impressed with it last time, so I'm excited that I got another one. And in the Plus menu, we also have a Caran d'Ache Museum Aquarelle pencil. I have this one in a really pretty blue color. Oh, there we go, ice blue. So Caran d'Ache, the little paint water logo typically means that it is water soluble, so we'll be able to add some water. Of course, Aquarelle might have given you a clue. And my snack, I am a Smartie. My son will love these. And then also we have what comes in the normal Art Snacks. And this is, typically, if you get the smaller subscription, you don't get the items that were in the bigger one, where you usually get a full-size pad and a couple of little extras thrown in. Let's see what we have. So we have a 4-pack of, looks like all warm colors, pinks, reds, and peaches, of the brand Brewing Zeal. That does not roll off the tongue. I speak American. No, I'm kidding. It looks like it is 4 colored pencils. It's got an Art Snacks logo, so it looks like it was made as an exclusive set for them. And according to this, it looks like it is, not sure if it's watercolor pencil or not. We'll take a look. Don't see a water logo on there. We're getting a graphite brush liner, pigment ink, black, water-based pigment, light fast, and waterproof. Looks like a brush style liner. Ooh, that is juicy. Look at that. It's like bleeding. That is a juicy brush pen. We're gonna get a Rembrandt. Very nice. That's what I love about Art Snacks, is they do not hold back on quality supplies. There is a color Copper. Ooh, I'm excited. Copper Watercolor Series 3. And we get an extra brush, a Royal and Langnickel. This is a very short, fat brush. I don't know what they actually will call this brush. It is a 88, Series 88 Menta. Synthetic squirrel bristles, made for watercolor. The acrylic handle can soak in water without cracking or swelling. Curious, I'll have to see how paint goes down with this kind of brush. It's very firm. I'm used to there being a little bit more give when I use watercolor brushes, so this will be fun to play with. And it looks like we have a beautiful Art Snack sticker. My son steals these. I find them missing and they end up on a thermos, on a side of a desk, something like that. So love these stickers. All right guys, let's see what I can make. Brainstorming shall commence. took one of these Grumbacher cold press watercolor papers out and see how much texture there is. Look at that. On this side, as I took it out, I could feel how smooth the other side is. So there's hardly any texture. So I'm going to test these items both sides because I want to see how much the side of the paper affects the way it behaves. If I'm going to be using colored pencils, I'm not really a big fan of having all that extra texture on there because it's really hard to get it to sink in. So let's play with some of these things real quick and see what we come up with. All right, first let's see how this juicy pen acts on this paper here. Oh yeah, that is a wet pen. Trying to see how much control I can have with it. It's a very organic line, which I actually like. Ooh, look at that thickness. You can get some serious variety with this pen. So definitely very, very flexible tip, as you can see. Just by pressure applied, I've been able to get a very thick line and can get a very thin, though I will use the word organic again. That is a very not controlled line, but that can be really fun. And then we have the ice blue Caran d'Ache. It's very silky. Very, very silky going down. And this one is water soluble, so let's try a little bit of water. Wow, look at that pigment load. You get a lot of pigment coming out of that. And this brush is very interesting. It's kind of like a wash brush. I don't know what kind of dirt I got in there. And let's see what this copper color looks like. Oh, wow. Look at that shimmer. I don't know if you can see it. That is legit. I'm going to take it because it's already bursting. That is legit copper. That is not copper the color. That is like copper the metal. That's pretty. I really, really, really like this color. Oh my gosh. And I know you can't see sparkle on camera. It's just so hard to pick up, but it is glistening. I'm excited about this color. All right, let me put the lid back on for now. And then we have these 4 colored pencils. Actually, let me start with this one here. Very light pressure. I'm able to get quite a bit of color. Go with the next one. Easy blending. Not having to press too hard. And I am using, again, the less textured side of the paper, just in an effort to not have all those little white space in between. And the key with colored pencil is not to be too heavy-handed, but instead to try to layer and do lots of light strokes. These are beautiful colors. I have a feeling some of our portrait artists are gonna be really happy with this color set. I might try something people-based. It's not my favorite thing to draw, but I gotta try it once in a while. So, and I think these colors will lend themselves really well to something like that. So I think I've got everything tried out. We'll be back here in just a moment. All right, I just wanted to try a quick, see how everything acts on the textured side. You can definitely hear everything more. And don't really need to go over everything with this pencil, but I just wanted to try the wet media. It's interesting how this is watercolor, but it doesn't act like the same. Could be because of the metallic pigment. It doesn't like bleed out as easy. It's interesting. The texture doesn't seem to be hurting that too much. And because this is such a quality watercolor pencil, it is, all the brush marks are gone. So you can see that there's some whites because I've used a lot of water. We'll have to see how that dries. But I'm actually impressed. There's not too much of a concern with using it on the textured side as I thought there would be. However, what I'm most thinking it's going to affect are these guys right here. It is trying to get something without pressing too hard that doesn't leave a lot of white texture, which it's kind of doing. So we shall see. I probably will still use the other side, but I promised you guys I would let you see how both sides act. And I think you can see that there is a lot of texture here, which just means there's a lot of white space that you have to fill. I'm not good at talking and drawing. As long as I start drawing, I start pausing a lot. Yeah, I'm not. It just looks like all that little white stuff in there. And since these don't seem to break, I don't think these are water soluble. Well, they're not advertised as water soluble, but the pigment does come out, but that's not, see how it's not breaking down like the one that's meant to be watercolor? It's kind of cool that you can get some of the water, some of the pigment off of it, but the fact that all the texture stays behind means that you are going to see all those little marks. So there's some things to consider there.